Welcome, luminous child of the pig, to October's unfolding embrace. When the first amber leaves drift across city streets and quiet parks, you are invited into a gentle hush where your innate generosity can finally find room to breathe. The pig within you often carries the weight of everyone's needs before your own. This month asks you to cradle yourself first, to sip from your own well and discover that your own compassion is infinite. You will sense a soft current under your ribs, guiding you toward tender revelations. This month, your soulmate animal emerges in the regal stripes of the tiger, its fur rippling beneath a moonlit bamboo grove where shadows dance like whispered secrets. You imagine that moment vividly. You stand barefoot on dew-kissed earth, the damp fragrance of moss curling around your ankles, and the tiger presses its golden forehead against your palm. Its amber eyes mirror your deepest yearnings and share a wordless vow beneath a sky spangled with constellations you thought out of reach. Have you ever felt the rush of belonging when a great cat crosses your path and grants you permission to be entirely yourself? Alongside this fierce companion, a surprising ally unfurls in the scales of the dragon, its wings alight with embers of possibility. It descends as elegantly as smoke rising from a forgotten shrine, carrying an echo of the digital marvel that lit up last month's headlines, Alice Stardust's holographic encore at the Zenith Arena in Shanghai, where reality and illusion blurred in electric harmony. In the Dragon's Fire, you learn to honor your own bold ideas, to roar with clarity instead of shrinking your voice to fit old molds. Its spark dissolves the frost of self-doubt and calls you to ignite your will. When the world feels too vast or too small, turn to your resource animal, the mischievous monkey, whose laughter rings clear as a ringtone in an empty subway car at dawn. Picture that moment. A sudden chorus of chimpanzees snatches away your seriousness. You find yourself grinning at the echo of your own surprise. Under the monkey's tutelage, you remember that play can heal deep fissures, and that a single prank worn like armor can disarm the hardest heart. It guides you to weave lightness into every labor, to discover that joy can become an anchor in turbulent currents. Yet this month also bids you to steer clear of the restless energy of the rat, whose skittering presence might lure you into sleepless rumination and secret calculations. You may feel your pulse quicken as you scroll through endless what-ifs, or replay every almost in your mind. If you pause to notice, you'll realize that this whispered anxiety only drains your reservoirs of hope. Resist its seductive promise of control, instead creating a sacred pause between breath and thought, a space where your true self can emerge unhurried. Throughout October, your emotional growth theme calls you to embrace imperfection as a gateway rather than a flaw. You carry the shadow of smoothing every rough edge before stepping into the light, the habit of apologizing for your own brilliance as if it were a trespass. Yet your emerging strength is a quiet roar of self-compassion, a new willingness to cradle your own chaos and cradle your own grace. This fresh alchemy invites you to transform every jagged fragment into golden pathways of acceptance. You might glimpse a symbolic vision when you discover a single yellow chrysanthemum pressed in a jacket pocket from last autumn. Its petals are flattened but still vivid, reminding you that beauty endures even under pressure. What if that unassuming bloom teaches you how to honor your own small triumphs? What if its resilience is a blueprint for the next chapter of your story? In the hush of a rain-soaked evening, you find yourself staring into a shop window where the neon reflection merges with your silhouette. A single raindrop trickles down the glass, as though tracing the line of your own quiet longing. In its path, you see two shadows, one curled tight in doubt, and the other standing tall in possibility. You hold your breath, watching them weave together, until they become a single shape, alive with promise. As October ripens, let the tiger's silent authority sit behind your gaze. Allow the dragon's embers to warm your ambition, dance in the monkey's playful light, and step away from the rat's frantic echo. Gather these four allies beneath October's gilded canopy and trust that they know the map to your own becoming. As October exhales its first golden breath, may you taste in your bones that vulnerability is the richest feast of all.